Yo, yo, yo! Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan Harder in the house, and we've got a busy show a busy show today.
Busy,
Busy,
a bee.
Speaking of bees, do you know what the beehive is?
The fans of the Salt Lake Bees.
No, it's a lady named Beyonce.
Oh, that's the fans of Beyonce.
Yeah, they're called the beehive, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I just learned when I was walking in the door, from Zeke that he told me that Beyonce dropped a new album at midnight, and he hadn't been asleep because he's been up all night listening to Beyonce's
Wow,
music.
that's how she does it. Hey, more power to her. I love the surprise drops. It's like the polar opposite of Kanye West, who will tease an album, say it's going to come out this date, and then release it 6 months later. So, props to Queen Bee.
Queen Bee. So if anybody knows if the Queen Bee album is actually any good, hit us up at 901-360-8255. Get in the zone, AutoZone. That is the AutoZone text and listener line. And we want to hear from you today. Again, we have a busy show. Jay Ham, the baker, the man who does all kinds of wonderful things, does sports, culture, entertainment, all on the YouTube and news. He's going to join us at 11:30. Do you know my man Marcus Hunter?
No. Tell me about him.
So Marcus Hunter, we're going to have to find out today. There's a little bit of a confusion. Who named Johnny Radio Johnny Radio? Was it Marcus Hunter or was it Kevin Cerrito? We're going to find out at noon. Marcus Hunter, Channel 3 News. If you watch here, he's on the weekend. He does the weekend anchoring. He's also a reporter and also anchor for breaking news and all that stuff over at Channel 3. Big man, plays some football. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi State boy.
Were you not born with the name Johnny Radio?
No. I was born with the name John Kevin Harden.
I don't believe it, John.
It's
you
the
were
truth.
born to be on the radio. You were born Johnny Radio.
So you're saying I was born with a face for radio?
No.
You calling me an ugly baby?
No, you were born with a face for modeling, but you are Johnny Radio. It's like who you are, you know?
Thank you.
You're welcome, John.
Then after we talk with Marcus Hunter today, you know we have T-Money and Bratsky, right? Brasky.
As we do every Friday.
Yes, in this segment, we're going to rock and fire. We're going to get into the lead off with Jay. But today, Jay, I'm going to flip the switch on you. You know how you ask me questions in the lead off?
As I do every day, yes.
Before we get to the lead off today, you've been asking me these records and all
we're going game by game.
Game by game. I'm going to make you go game by game on the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah!
Because I looked at the Dolphins schedule, and I just happened to be looking at this bad boy last night, going through some of the schedules, looking at some of the football games, and the Dolphins, because Tyreek Hill is talking all kinds of ish.
Did you see what he said yesterday about him and Jalen Waddle?
Yes, dude. Waddle's a legit 4-3, blah, 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 blah. Tua's so accurate, no. Didn't say anything about his arm strength, though, but he's just so damn accurate.
He's accurate.
He's accurate at throwing the ball 2 yards across the line of scrimmage. But we're going to talk about Tuanon. We're going to get Tuanon worked up today.
Yes.
Because we are going to go game by game. I looked at, and just a little preview, if Jay doesn't have them 1-3 through the first 4 weeks, homer. He's a straight homer.
What do you mean? So
I tell you the schedule,
you're telling me if I have them going undefeated a whole season, I'm a homer?
Yes, I am.
Please, John. Please.
I am. Now, we've got a lot of wonderful things to get out. Some people are getting paid. I don't know if you saw DK Metcalf got paid. $30 million signing bonus, $72 million, 58.2 of it is guaranteed. DK's locked. He's loaded. He will be participating in practice now. He will actually be out there practicing. That is a good thing, I think, for Seattle. Now, the only problem is if Drew Lock's throwing you the football or Geno Smith, is the ball actually going to hit you in that radius, that huge radius that DK has?
Not if it's Drew Lock, but I love Geno. You retweeted a video or liked a video yesterday from the new longest yard with Adam Sandler, where the Latino guy stands up to Paul Cruz, says, "Why do you get to be quarterback, huh? Why can't I be quarterback?" Like, you're right, let's see what you got. Hike! And he throws it 40 yards over his head. Yeah. That would be what it would be like if Drew Lock was the quarterback.
Yes, that is exactly what it would be like. We also have Big Ten media days wrapped up, but Pac-12 media days. Pac-12 media days start today.
They're a bit more contentious than the other media days so far.
Yeah, George Kliavkoff is got a lot of explaining to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's actually probably excited to take the podium today.
Like Lucy.
George Kliavkoff.
You got some splaining to do.
By the way, Joe Buck, hair plugs. Did you know this?
Yeah, he almost died from them.
Yeah, but he went and got him to like yesterday.
He got more?
Yeah. He
You
said
would-
he's going to get ready. He's getting ready for the season. I'm going to talk about him.
What a guy, man.
Yeah, he almost lost his voice getting hair plugs.
Yeah, he almost lost his voice, his entire livelihood, because
But-
he was addicted to them.
And let me just tell you something. I'm down with hair plugs if you don't ever have to dye your hair because I'm going pretty gray. Is there any? If you put a hair plug in your head, does it stay that color forever?
I don't think it works that way.
Does it? It doesn't grow, does it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like real hair.
What?
It's just like from another part of your
Oh,
body.
please tell me if anybody's out there gotten hair plugs. I don't understand the hair plugs. I thought it was just kind of like you get like one hairdo and it stays that way the whole time. I didn't think you had to get haircuts or dye it or anything.
No, you have to. You know, I'm not an expert, as you can see by my head. If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, other places,
There is a very
I don't have much.
shiny spot.
Yeah,
on
there's
the very top.
now there's still hair there, but this lighting really doesn't do me any favors.
Yeah.
Either over the head lighting, you know, I need a different kind of light.
Yeah,
here.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Sad news. I told you yesterday. Ryan Jensen. He's hurt really, really bad. By the way, Tom Brady, center, guard.
Pro Bowler.
Definitely a lot has changed. Holy cow! I got a text that a hair plug actually does grow hair.
Yeah, I think it grows
So
normally.
you're like a damn chia pet.
Yeah, no, it's like no. Well, I mean, kind of, but like,
Chia.
is your head like a chia pet?
Well, I mean, my head's real. My hair's real, bro.
Well, it's still real
Don't
hair.
be jealous. Don't be
It's-
hating.
I am jealous, but it is real hair. It just comes from like for me.
So, where do they get it from? A person?
Well, for me, it would come like my hair on the sides, my horseshoe is still thick and grows regular. So they would take a little bit out of that and put it on the top of my head. So it's still hair from my head. It's just, as you can tell, I've looked into it before. But it comes from still my head. They just put it in other spots and it grows normally. It would gray at the same speed probably the rest of my hair would gray at. It just wouldn't be from that part of my head.
Now I would
Or you get it from my
actually-
back or
I was
something,
thinking to
you know?
myself, like I would do the hair plug thing if it didn't grow and you'd have like the perfect hair every day and you didn't have to ever cut it or color it. That'd be great. I mean, I don't
No.
color my hair, by the way, but trust me, I know how expensive it is because I do have a girlfriend. Do you know how much they pay to color their hair?
Is it expensive?
Bro, one day I'm not gonna kid with you. I was trying to be like a good boyfriend. I was like, "Hey, babe, you want to get your hair done today?" I was like, "Here, baby, I'll take care of it." I handed her $200. She goes, "Oh, baby, you better come off a little bit more than that." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Give me that back. You spending that much?" Man, I was so mad.
So men will go to the salon and like get their hair.
No. I don't. My girlfriend is a girl.
No, I understand. No, I get that. But like that's where men do it too. Like you see like the
We do it
commercials
to girls. I don't know where guys get their hair done.
You know
I've never
they-
had it done.
They get like the just for. Well, I mean, I get my hair cut at a salon, but like they have the just
you
for
were
men.
so bougie.
I am, but they have the just for men like the commercials. That's hair dyeing, isn't it? But that's not as upscaled maybe as the ones you get at a hair salon.
You know who cuts my hair? My mom still.
Really,
She cuts Blades, Clint's, Kevin's. She cuts all her hair.
the Harden salon.
She's the Harden Salon. It's free. It's great. It's another reason to go see her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's a wonderful, beautiful, sweet lady.
Yeah, that's right.
But I mean, it's
You're
like-
always gonna go visit your mom.
I'm always going to go visit her, even when I'm not getting my hair cut. But anyway, back to a little bit of sports. Deshaun Watson, they say it's going to take another week, by the way, for them to come down with the decision. What the heck is taking so long? Like, why is this ridiculous? I mean, this is ridiculous. We got a Harry Potter story. Mike Evans got a Harry Potter tattoo. Mike Evans is a baller. I've never seen Harry Potter.
Have you never read any of them either?
Oh yeah, because if I'm reading, dude, let me just tell you something. Do I read for fun?
Yes. No.
I read to learn about sports, to gamble. I read about things to do my sports talk radio show, slightly on sports, a lot on BS.
Right.
And just crazy, stuff, information.
So you're not reading the Harry Potter then?
I've never, no. Now, my daughter, Rio, she has read all the Harry Potter books a few times, and they're so thick, there's no way I could get through that book.
The early ones aren't as thick, but as you go along, they get thicker, and they also get more raunchy. There's more sexual activity as you go along there.
Oh, well,
I don't know if
I'm
you
just
wanted to
proud
know
that
that.
she's reading.
That's right.
Hey, she's reading. Plus, she's a full-grown adult, 2 kids and everything. Now, we also got to talk about clauses in contract. The Kyler clause is gone. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I did hear. He called a press conference,
The
but he didn't seem mad.
damage is already done.
He didn't seem mad at the organization, though. He seemed mad at everybody else for talking about it and blowing it out of proportion.
Well, don't you?
You know,
think,
we didn't put it in his contract. Why are you mad at us?
Well, a lot has been made to do about Kyler Murray. And again, I just want to bring this up. Some people were trying to say, we're bringing up, this is disrespectful. This is this is that. Kyler Murray was the one who said he didn't do a whole lot of film study. Do you not remember? Said it in was it Washington Post article?
Right when he was drafted, right?
No, it was. I'm talking about just last season.
Oh, it was last season. I thought it
You
was 2
know-
years ago. But yeah, last year he said it.
He said it too. Like right when he got drafted, that he's not one. I mean, so again,
I see things so quickly.
So quickly.
I don't need to watch the same amount of film. with
and you
other
know
guys.
what? Listen, hey, he does see things quickly. He is a bad man, but I will remind you that Kyler Murray, 3 in his first 7 games, 7-0 in 2021. His rest of the year 4-7. 2022 5-2 through the first 7 games. The rest of the year 3-6.
That's also a Cliff stat, too.
2019 he was 3-3-1 and then went to 2-7 the rest of the year. So again, the end of the year, and yes, I think Cliff Kingsbury bears a lot of that because the college system is probably a little bit easier to learn, and Cliff is not making adjustments throughout the year. Once they see a little bit of everything that they're doing, teams kind of, I don't know if you know this, but they prep for it.
That's honestly Cliff's calling card, is no adjustments as the season goes along.
But anyway, it's a busy week. By the way,
Did you see the statement the Cardinals put out saying this was not, we can't believe how this was interpreted when we put it in the contract, the way this clause was interpreted. How did you think it was going to be interpreted? Like, of course that's going to be disrespectful.
Somebody doesn't like the Cardinals that let that information leak. Somebody either doesn't
That's
like
what they said. It
or
was in another
Kyler.
team's GM or another
I was
team's
gonna
front
say,
office or something.
somebody leaked that, John, because that is something I don't think anybody thought was coming out. But speaking of Kyler's clause, Zion has a clause in his.
Yeah, wait, I wrote that down in my notes. I didn't know if you were going to get
It's called
to it.
the Pillsbury Doughboy clause.
I don't think it's called that.
It's called the Fat Boy clause.
Yeah, that's what we're going to call it.
I'm just going to call it the Doughboy clause. The Doughboy clause has to stay under 295. If he goes over 295, he literally will have to repay back a lot of money.
Loses guaranteed money,
Guaranteed
which makes it
money.
less guaranteed at that point.
Yeah. So I bet you he actually comes in kind of spelt. Do you know what he weighed today?
No.
285. So
That's good.
he's under. He's under.
Better keep it that way.
You better stay that way, fat boy. I mean, Zion. Sorry about that. By the way, for a fat
Freudian
boy.
slip.
By the way, for a big guy, think about the athleticism. If he actually got in shape, this guy, my goodness,
Unbelievable player.
unbelievable. No, he is really unbelievable. We also have murders in the NFL. Did you hear about this Kevin Ware murder? Like he
No.
murdered his girlfriend, like straight up, and it's an ugly story. We'll
Oh
tell
my
that story a
gosh.
little bit later. But I did want to say we have the trade deadline coming up on August 2nd. Do you know next week is a big week? August 2nd, trade deadline, MLB, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. Do you know what also comes up next week?
What?
NFL Hall of Fame.
Oh,
game.
Hall of Fame game, the Jags, Tony Baselli.
Oh, my
Who
goodness.
some people are
Jags-
upset that,
Jags and the Raiders.
or the Jags and the Bengals, I thought.
No.
Yeah, I know it's the Jags.
It's the Jags and the Raiders. Don't argue with me.
No arguing. I promise. No arguing. You're right. It is the Raiders and the Jags. I don't know why I thought it was the Bengals. I'm sorry. But the Jags are getting in there, and there's some people that have something to say about Tony Baselli getting in the Hall of Fame. I don't understand why. They're saying it's one game in the playoffs got Tony Baselli in the Hall of Fame. Tony Baselli, when I was coming up, John, just a wee lad, watching football for the first time, falling in love with the NFL. You know who the best left tackle in football was?
Tony Baselli.
Tony Baselli. Please, not in the Hall of Fame. Give me a break.
That's not a bad argument. I kind of like that one. But it is time for me to get to questioning you about your favorite team, the Miami Dolphins.
Second favorite team.
Whatever. Who's your favorite team then?
Titans, man.
Oh, you're a homer. You're like a Nashville guy.
I love the Tennessee
Were you
Titans.
an Oilers? Were you an Oilers fan? At
No,
first?
I was. One of the first.
Did you go see them when they came here to Memphis?
No, I didn't. I saw them when they were in Nashville, though.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. I'm sure you saw Eddie George, Steve McNair.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, that was one of my first jerseys ever was a Steve McNair jersey. Oh man, that was my team right there. Remember the 2000 Super Bowl?
Yes, I do.
What a time!
Great times.
He almost made it.
Kevin Dyson. tackled
He
it,
was
too.
so close.
So
man.
close, but yet still so far.
Oh man, Music City Miracle. Though.
Man, it would have been. It would have been a miracle. Music series. You talking about when
That was the game before it.
Frank Wycheck
Oh,
threw the ball
Frank
back?
Wycheck. I love Frank Wycheck.
Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
Absolutely.
That was
Still
was-
to this day, does the game. I have 3 mugs I got from winning a trivia night that have Frank Wycheck on them. They're Coors Light mugs. I don't know if I can say that, but they have mountains
Yeah,
on
you
them where
can.
it turns blue.
That's pretty cool.
I have Frank Wycheck on them. Has his career stats every season. His stats. Oh man, don't get me started on old Titans.
All right.
But we're
all
gonna
right.
do Dolphins today. I also love the Dolphins.
Are you ready for this?
So ready.
Miami Dolphins first week. Do you know who they play?
The Patriots,
That's right.
but it's at home.
You got a dub or a loss?
At home against the Patriots opening game, I think that do we need to play the leadoff music? Or
You
are we
know
just
what?
doing this
I
before?
guess, you know what? I'll just do the whole lead off with you, and I'm going to ask the questions today. Does that sound good?
I love that.
First and foremost, though, I got to tell you how we get to the lead off, and that's by my buddy Bill at iBuy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at iBuy Houses. Bing, bang, boom. Just sold your house, any area, as is. It is as simple as that. You bake the phone ring, you're going to get the bling. Bing, bang, boom. It's going to be done in 5 days. And again, any house, any area, as is. It is as simple as that. 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at iBuy Houses. I'm in the box. Putting you in the box today.
Yeah, I'm usually a pitcher, so
Yeah,
I don't
today
hit.
you're a catcher.
I don't hit well. Yeah, well that's true. I don't hit well always. 'Cause I'm usually a pitcher, PO. So
Yeah.
I'm at the plate today. But let's
No
do it.
wonder you like the National League and can't stand
I
the
hate,
DH.
I hate the AL. I hate
Because
the
you wanted
DH.
to bat once in a while, didn't you?
Yeah, they're taking it away from me anyway.
Well,
John.
I'm letting you bat today. The first game of the year, the Miami Dolphins play the New England Patriots. Win or loss?
I think they beat. I think they beat the Patriots week 1. Let's just start there. I'll say
Wow.
more in a minute. So
All
Patriots
right.
win week 1, 1-0.
So you got Tua Tagovailoa is going to go play the man who's about to get paid like a madman. That is Lamar Jackson. Yes, they're in contract disputes, but he seems pretty happy. He also seems like he's putting the Ravens in a mighty fat corner, and he's doing it very politely. Or is there any way that the baddest man on planet Earth right now, Lamar Jackson, is going to lose to a Tua Tagovailoa-led Miami Dolphins?
I debated really making
It's
every.
in Baltimore.
I debated making every game a win, but I'll do it seriously. I think they lose in Baltimore week 2 on the road, so start the season 1-1.
Then they play the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, possibly, he's up there with the top 5 quarterbacks in the National Football League. Throw him, throw Patrick Mahomes, throw Justin Herbert out there, throw Aaron Rodgers, throw Tom Brady in there. He is a baller. He is a shot caller. Joe Shiesty, all these great quarterbacks. Josh Allen is right there with them all. You saw him in that AFC title game the AFC playoff game against Kansas City. Thought they won that bad boy. Went toe for toe with Patrick Mahomes. They fell apart. Week 3. Buffalo and Miami. Who do you got in the win there?
Another home game too, but I think they'll split the Patriots Bills. So I'm going to say a loss here. Start out 1-2.
Oh, okay. Oh, now they have to go to Cincinnati and
Thursday night game.
play, let's just say Joe Shiesty, Joe Burrow, who's a baller, Jamar Chase, one of the best wide receivers in all of football. They got weapons. They got a plethora of weapons, in Cincinnati. Is there any way that Miami Dolphins team slows down the Bengals? I don't think so. Plus, the Bengals are really good. But what says Jay?
I think they win this one, man. I think they win it. I think they'll split the two
You
road
think they're
games.
gonna
I think they split the 2 road games into 2 home games. So they'll either beat the Ravens or the Bengals and either beat the Patriots or the Bills. I'm going to say beat the Patriots, beat the Bengals. 2-2 start, which is a great start because we're about to get fat here. Let's go ahead. Keep going, John. We're about to get fat
Jesse
here.
Bates, by the way, if you actually have them beating the Bengals in Cincinnati, Jesse Bates might waylay the safety, by the way, strong safety for
Thursday
free
night
safety
game.
actually for Cincinnati. He might, dude. Von Bell and Jesse Bates, the B brothers, they're gonna light him up.
That's
no way.
scary too. Short week.
You can go ahead and give them a dub against the Jets, right?
They're beating the Jets in New York too, but they're beating the Jets
All right. So then they play the Vikings.
at home, coming to Miami. That's a win as well.
Okay. So
And then you have a Sunday night game, John, the
Against
next
the
week
Steelers.
against the Steelers. Sunday night game. I'm telling you what, Sunday night football, the Dolphins aren't losing on Sunday night football. That's rattling off 4 in a row there. 5-2 record after 7 weeks.
5-2 right now. You are a complete lunatic. Of course, they're gonna go to Detroit.
I think they lose in Detroit, though, right? They'll have to lose. This is a trap. They've rattled off 4 in a row, no bye week yet. They have a late bye. I think they lose in Detroit.
They head on the road to play the Chicago Bears.
But they
in
beat
week
the Bears.
9.
But they beat the Bears.
So now we've got 6-3. They then get to go home. They play the Browns. Now, it is week 10. Will Deshaun Watson be back? We don't know yet because we will not hear anything until next week.
You know what, though, John? Doesn't matter. They're going to beat the Browns at home. Coming back to Miami there. Splitting on the road is a great record. They're going to control their home destiny there. That's a win as well.
All right, they play the Texans, who are trash, but you like David Mills.
Off a bye, though, at home. No way they lose this division. Or that's not a divisional game. They're not in the AFC South. But there's no way they lose this game. That's a win as well.
They have to go all the way out to San Francisco, from Miami all the way out to San Francisco. Trey Lance led San Francisco 49ers. Who you got?
late start, too. That's going to have to be a loss. It's going to have to be a loss.
Then the tough one is, then they go down to San Diego in Week 14 and play Justin Herbert's San Diego Chargers.
They're going to have to drop 2 weeks in a row. That's going to have to drop 2 in a row.
Now it gets even worse.
Oh, no.
Because then they fly all the way back across the country and they go to Buffalo.
Can I give them a
And it's
win?
going to be cold.
Can we give them a split against Buffalo? They can't win. They can't win in Buffalo. That's a loss.
That is
So
a
they've
loss.
lost 3 in a row.
And then they have to play the 2-time reigning MVP, the Green Bay Packers. They do get them in Miami. I have heard that my man Aaron Rodgers really does like Carbone down in Miami.
They'll beat the Packers at home.
And Mr. Chow's, he likes that place too.
Which
So
one's Mr. Chow's?
it's another restaurant in
Another
Miami.
restaurant.
Mhm.
Prime 112.
Prime 112. I ain't going back to Prime 112. That's too expensive for me, for my blood. Then they get to go back to the Patriots. You had the Patriots.
Oh, man.
You had them already beating the
I
Patriots.
know, and they can't have them sweeping the Patriots, but I'm going to. They sweep the Patriots.
Oh,
That's a
my
win.
goodness.
That's
My
a
man
win.
is on meth.
That's a win.
Last game of the year.
And they sweep the Jets. What a
And they sweep
divisional!
the Jets.
What a divisional season. So,
So
1,
what's
2,
your
3,
final
4,
record?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wins, John. That would mean what? 6 losses?
That would be actually 7 losses, isn't it?
7.
It's 18 weeks.
Yeah, but 1 bye.
Oh, say yeah, 1 bye. Man, I'm actually not the brightest guy today. so
11
it's
and 6. Wow, that's a playoff season. 10-win Dolphins going to the playoffs. Oh man.
You think actually they're going to win 11 games?
10 at least. How about 10? 10-win Dolphins. Oh,
All right.
what a year. What a year. Let's go. Because they're going to win one of those on the road that I predicted they lost. And they're probably going to lose one of the home games I predicted they win. So I think it'll all even out at the end. John, 10-win Dolphins. 10-win Dolphins.
Ooh-wee. On the other side, we're talking with Jay Ham as we get down a little NFL quarterback action. And did you see Trey Mancini's last at-bat possibly in Baltimore?
What an inside the park home run off the guy's dome.
Dude.
That's 2 guys that got hit in the head yesterday.
Yeah, one was by 104-mile-an-hour comebacker.
A little bit different.
And he has a concussion, by the way. He is okay. He has a concussion, but yeah, that one hurt. And that one was just embarrassing.
Yeah, he couldn't see it. He's like trying to shield the sun. He goes, I don't know. Boom.
And by the way, I don't know if you know, remember who had Baltimore?
You did.
Yeah,
And that was a big win.
that was big.
And not the Dolphins. The Marlins won yesterday too. A 9th inning home run from Jesus Sanchez. Jesus
Sanchez.
Jesus has risen.
Man, don't touch that dial. Jay's on the other side on a really kind of a wet Friday. It's cool in the Mid-South, isn't it?
It's Friday.
So Friday, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
It's time to take it on at Gossett Mitsubishi's summer sales event. You need a new ride? We Gossett covered. Don't fret about gas mileage on your summer vacation. Get 39 MPG combined with 2022 Mitsubishi Mirage, $219 a month or $17,015. Take sporty to a new level with 2023 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. 28 MPG combined, $349 a month or buy for $27,335. Plus, 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, 7 seats, $409 a month or $31,795. And get peace of mind with our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months at 3.69. Mirage NH00 6956. MSRP 17515. Eclipse PZ 00747. MSRP 28085. Outlander NZO 78023. MSRP 32295. Includes all rebates and incentives. Excludes tax filing license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 8122. Dealer stock only.
Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you have nightmares about your finances? Are you struggling to save for emergencies? Are you wanting to buy a home and not sure how to get the funds to do so? Well, it's time to get a handle on your finances with a personalized session with Nicasia, your money coach and certified personal financial counselor with Tate Enterprise. She is available to help you create your vision of financial freedom. It all starts by booking your session today at NicasiaTate.com. That's NAKASIA Tate.com.
Grapevine Liquor and Wine has the largest selection of bourbon in North Mississippi and wines from all over the world. Let Jimmy the Delta Boy help you select the perfect spirit or wine to impress. Whether you're looking for the best price or a certain flavor profile, Grapevine Liquor and Wines has it. If you want good southern treatment and the hottest prices, Grapevine Liquor and Wine. Getwell Road, South Haven.
Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, where do you get your bourbon? Flim flam, bim bam, Grapevine, by damn.
It's time to get road trip ready, and we got it covered at Gossett Kia on the Pike. Let's get 41 MPG Highway in 2022 Kia Forte LSX, $199 a month. Pack some fun in 2023 Kia Soul LX, $248 a month. Both 36-month lease and $27.99 due at signing. And get 3 rows and 7 seats with 2022 Kia Sorento LX, $399. 36-month lease and $34.99 due at signing. And all Gossett Kias come equipped with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. New adventures need a new ride. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
650 acquisition fee, 30,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage, 0 security deposit. Forte NE 492,084, MSRP 21,065. Sold P 718,7730, MSRP 21,720. Sorrento NG 137,060, MSRP 32,595. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 8/1/22. Dealer stock only.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan Harder hanging out with me, and it's a little bit wet outside. My goodness, and it feels good outside. It's actually not 100 degrees. Probably once that the rain, the little clouds move out and the sun comes up, it's probably going to get humid and hot. But, man, right now it's feeling really good. And if you feel good, you probably also look good. That means you went down to Frontier Western Store to 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. Yes, if you go down to Frontier Western Store, bing, bang, boom, you will be so happy because they have everything you need. They have rain boots. They have Western boots. They have work boots. They have beautiful dress boots. They have every type of boot in the whole wide world. They have the largest boot showroom from planet Earth. You can see it from the space station. Yes, you can see it from the space station. By the way, the Russians are leaving the space station. Yep. And don't worry, they're not selling anything to the Russians, even though you can go online to frontierwesternstore.com. They'll ship your order within 24 hours. And anywhere in the world except for Russia right now. And they'll ship any order that's $75 or more absolutely free. And don't forget, they won't just ship it for you. They'll ship it for everybody in your family because they have stuff for your children, your lady, your friends, your family, grandpa, grandma. Everybody's covered. And again, it's Frontier Western Store and frontierwesternstore.com. Jay Ham is in the house. What's up, Jay?
Johnny, what's good, man?
Man, I'm just chilling. And by the way, Jay is an analyst, a historian, a sports junkie. He does Sports Culture and Entertainment Network on YouTube. He also does 94 Feet of Life, which is basketball. He's got views from the 22 football, the dish, baseball, stoppage, time FC, soccer. Check him out online, on the Twitter, all over the world. And he joins me on Fridays at 11:30. Jay, I got to bring up something that is a little bit strange. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and you have some questions for me. But before we get into all that, we have actual football starting next week. Hall of Fame game. We're actually going to get to see a little something. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Raiders are playing each other in the Hall of Fame game. It's not the most exciting game in the world because it is the Jags. But I'm curious, is Trevor Lawrence ever going to live up to those lofty expectations, being taken number 1 overall in front of a lot of good quarterbacks, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Mac Jones, Trey Lance? Is he ever going to be able to do that in Jacksonville?
I don't think so for Jacksonville. That's the tough part, though, because it's almost, I'm expecting kind of like a Ryan Tannehill situation where it worked out better elsewhere. Didn't work out for Ryan quite well in Miami. He got to Tennessee. While he's been rather maligned, he's still produced, and they've had some pretty good success with him. I'm not sure with Jacksonville, with just the general culture and everything that they were coming off of with Urban Meyer, everything that kind of tied in with it. And just in general, everything that's kind of just tied in with the Jacksonville Jaguars, I think that the people that All Elite Wrestling have more going on.
Man.
They're owned by the same people, so it's just, there you go.
I don't even know it. I know it kind of is that AWE or what is all the
AEW.
AEW
AEW, All Elite.
AEW All Elite.
That's the new promotion.
That's the new promotion.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Dwight Howard
Yes,
wants
I
to
did.
either play basketball next season, but if his career is over, he's going to start a new career. He said.
WWE Performance Center. He's been there. I think he can actually do some good because he's enough of a character.
Oh, he's a character, and he's also a massive human
And he's
being.
a physical specimen, more
Yes.
so than anything. So if he wants to put in the time and the work, that possibly could work for Big Dwight, but neither here or there. Back to Trevor Lawrence in general, I don't know. Because Jacksonville's culture, especially after going from when they had Tom Coughlin kind of sitting there calling everything, and then they went to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, back then. Yeah.
And then they blew that up, got Urban in, and it's like Urban was just not – he just took the money.
Yeah, he just took the money, and he didn't know anything about the National Football League or how to treat players, kickers.
Right.
Yeah, that was trash. But I will say Doug Peterson. I mean,
I give Doug some time, though, because we can at least give Doug this. He has the cachet. He's won one before. And he's had to do so where they had to pretty much start it and regut it. Philadelphia dialed in everything the right way. Jacksonville, if they can get to that, I give it a chance. And then Doug will develop your quarterback as well. I give him that much, especially if he's not going to be messed with by management and things of that nature like he had going on in Philadelphia. It was a lot of extra funny stuff that was going on up there. I'm a fan of Carson Wentz personally. I think he's got the goods to do it, but it's coaching and developing the quarterback in this league is so delicate. It's like it's real tough to really pinpoint who's doing what right without just going to the film and seeing the results in general, or more than just watching the game on Sunday. It's like we really got to know who's reading what the right way, who's developing, who can make all the throws. This has kind of sparked the question that I texted you earlier. It's like, how do we get to the point of where we derive who's elite as far as quarterbacks in this league? And I don't think it's necessarily a right or wrong answer. It's more just up to you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean when you talk about this, and I liked it. And I mean, again, first and foremost, accuracy, arm strength, anticipation of your throws. Those are always going to be way up there. Those are just something that you kind of need,
right?
And that's just something, period. But you also need to have basically that sixth sense. To be able to know where to throw the ball that only your receiver can get it.
Right.
You need to be a guy who's a master, like a Peyton Manning, somebody who's Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, somebody who's going to master the offense. And when you talk about sixth sense, Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers had that sixth sense.
Right.
And you're going to need that. Plus, you need somebody who's going to be, like I said, headsy, who's going to know the offense inside and out, where everybody's supposed to be, somebody that actually studies their film, can anticipate what the defensive schemes are doing. So you're going to have a nice little head on your shoulders. I feel like you're going to have to be a team guy, not a me guy, not an Alex Rodriguez-esque. Watching the captain last night and Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez, Derek Jeter just wanted to be a Yankee, and he won a whole bunch of championships. Alex Rodriguez always wanted to be that star, and it's just two different types of people. To be a starting quarterback and to be a winner, I feel like today you have to be somebody that gives a lot of praise to your teammates because you want them to want to come to work with you. You want them to go into battle and actually, put everything they have on the line for you each week in and week out.
And I think that's the underlying difference between 12 in Tampa versus 12 in Green Bay.
True that.
And it's not
True
to knock
that.
either one because just tongue-in-cheek, our nickname with views from the 22 for Aaron Rodgers, he's Arrogant Aaron. But it fits because
I will
it's like,
say he could be a movie star, though.
we respect like his moxie, his swag, and all that, but also at the same time, we also know where it could be his detriment. He's been to NFC title game, 6 times?
1-1. Is that right? Yeah.
Right.
1-1.
1-1, got a Super Bowl with them.
Heck,
as
last
well.
year in his MVP season, he didn't even throw a touchdown pass in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They got blanked against the 49ers.
right at home.
At home.
At the tundra, in the cold, in his kind of weather, in Packers kind of weather. But that's how it's. That's the difference. And then when you look at Tom Brady, everybody that he plays with is elevated. They love to come to work with this dude. You watch him on interviews. They're not just selling this. they really enjoy this dude, and they come away from it, they're like, that's the GOAT.
Yeah, that is the GOAT.
You know?
And the other thing, another thing about the quarterbacks that I was just going to say also that, because when you're talking about Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that, one thing that he can do is process information really quickly. You're going to need to be able to do that. You're going to need to be able to scan the field, know what's going on quickly, but also I think mastery of the 2-minute offense. Late in ball games, you got to be on point. You can't go Dak Prescott like he, just. I don't know if that's a Dallas thing or a Dak thing. I almost think it's more of a Dallas thing. It's Mike McCarthy thing possibly. But, yeah, that clock management stuff, you have to be able to manage and understand the 2-minute warning, know exactly what to do right before each play. So those are my skill sets to be a great quarterback.
Can I throw in an extra one?
Shoot.
And it also involves Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady just as examples. You remember the last game in the Georgia Dome? That was the NFC
Oh, and by the way,
Championship
without
game?
us saying, last thing, you have to be able to handle pressure. Like, pressure just needs to go off your off the
It's
water
all-
off the duck's back.
It ties right all into this pressure and clock management, but more so clock management from the long end. The Packers were getting thumped in the Georgia Dome,
Yep.
and they had a chance to really reset the momentum, run the football. But Aaron was trying to get it all back in one throw and trying to get it in a shootout. 2 weeks later, 28-3 with 17 minutes to play in regulation. 25-point lead gets walked down. No panic. Clock management. Everything that you just said. Handling the pressure. You now have 25 with a quarter to play, and you walk that down.
Yep.
And you win and you get the ball back in overtime. And as soon as they got the ball back in overtime,
It's
I looked
over.
at my dad. I said, "It's game time." That's it. They not get the Falcons will not get the football back, and they did not get the football back.
No, they sure did not.
And I think even in his 40s, how can we not say that man is not elite?
Dude, can you believe that Tom Brady will be 45 next Wednesday, I believe? Isn't that nuts?
I mean, he's been elite for like 2 solid decades.
The only issue that I'm worried about with Tom Brady, though, is, I mean, realistically, he's got some serious issues because Ryan Jensen hurt his knee in practice, and all you keep hearing right now is it's not good.
It's not good,
And that's his
right.
center. He lost his left guard. He retired in the offseason, Ali Marpet.
Yeah.
And then, Alex Kappa, he signed with the Bengals. So both of his guards and his center from last season, see ya, goodbye. Tom Brady doesn't like a lot of pressure up in his face coming from up the middle. How does this affect Tampa Bay? I know they went out and got Julio Jones. Mike Evans got a tattoo of Harry Potter. Chris Godwin's going to come back from his injury. They're not going to rush him, so you will have him later on down the years. You don't have Gronk. I mean, Leonard Fournette's back, but he's a little fat. Is this Tampa Bay team at plus 700 odds, is that a little bit like, I mean, should it be more like plus 15, or do you think Tampa, because they're playing in the NFC in a weak division?
At plus 700,
Yep.
that's let me get that money.
You like that?
No, that's what the odds.
The Vegas,
makers
yeah,
say.
that's what they're saying. Because
Like, let me
I'm
get
with
that
you.
money because as pretty as it looks on paper, especially when you bring in Julio. But even if it's not the same Julio that we all revere and remember, even if it's not that, he's still there with 12. But we got to keep 12 upright. We got to keep him upright in the pocket. Now, he's never been a mobile, flashy, outside of the pocket dude, but his football instincts are still great for age 45. Well, he'll be 45. It's still great like that, but we got to keep people out of his face to give him time to deliver, and that, like you just said, where it starts up front. Our slogan with Views from the 22, no beef, no Lombardi. You're not winning up front in the line in the trenches on either side of the football, you won't be playing in February.
No, you will not. Now, somehow the Bengals got to the Super Bowl, but like again, Joe Burrow played. I mean, no matter he got sacked 8-9 times. That offensive line was weak, but that defense was loaded, and he had more weapons on offense than you could shake a stick at.
The
And he got the
defense-
ball out of his hands pretty quick. And was even after coming off that knee injury, a lot of people don't realize Joe Burrow moved the pocket well
Absolutely.
enough to make those throws down the field and give himself just a split second longer of time.
And I think what you saw with the Bengals last year was just a testament of the culture change. In general, everything rolls up, and it rolls up legit at the right time. Late December, going into January, that's when they played their best football. Just straight up maxed out, just everything. It was like, this is for real. They really may have a chance at really doing this. And they get in the big game, and they were right there as well. But there's too much heat on the other side with that Ram squad, who I'm like, yo, they might be back at this thing again. Especially when you add Bobby Wagner and you just the rich just continue to get richer.
Man, speaking of that, it's a great segue to talk about the Yankees because I wanted to ask you a question about Aaron Judge. In my opinion, he is already the MVP.
Yeah.
He has done something that only him and Mickey Mantle have done. He has 3 walk-off home runs. 3 walk-off home runs. He just got another one last night. Him and Mickey Mantle are the only 2 Yankees to ever have 3 walk-off home runs, and he's already done it, and he's still got plenty of games left to maybe break the record and own it himself. He's got 39 home runs on the year. That ties with the Mick as well, chasing the home run record. Right now, Babe Ruth had 41 at this time through this many games. Before August, way back in the day, Roger Maris had 40. Aaron Judge and Mickey Mantle were both at 39 before August. He still has a little time to get to that 40th. Who knows? I think he breaks the record this year. I think he wins the MVP, hands down. Is in playing in New York, he gets so much love. Now, everybody at the beginning of the year, the betting favorite was Shohei Ohtani. Last night he goes out there, strikes out 10+, still gets a loss because the Angels don't even score a single run. 2-0 was the final in that bad boy. I mean, Shohei can't win. Mike Trout's got vertebrae issues. Is Aaron Judge going to become the face of baseball? 1, because he plays on a winning team in New York, and 2, because Shohei looks like he's going to be stuck in Anaheim.
I think it will be the case. For the simple fact, like you said, not just that he's playing in the largest market, but he's playing for the brand.
The brand.
Like not just the brand of baseball, but sports in general. It's like the Yankees they trend that name, that mascot, that name, and that logo kind of really just transcend all through sports, regardless of the sport. And then you got to kind of like what he's doing, swinging a very big bat.
Yes, he is.
And on a record-setting pace. Yeah, I mean, he's on another stratosphere right now.
Man, he's just a big, strong man who can hit the deadgum baseball. And I remember when he first came up, a lot of people were talking about he's just got a big hole in his swing. That's the only issue. He's got a big hole in his swing. Well, that hole is gone.
I would say that hole is very gone.
Yeah, that hole is gone, man. My man is just in fuego. He's out of control. He's awesome. He's just like my buddy Jay Ham. Jay, tell all the people where they can find all your information, your Twitter handles, and what you got coming up during the week.
94 Feet Historian on Twitter. You can find the YouTube link to everything at The Scene, Sports Culture and Entertainment Network. You can find that link in my Twitter handle as well. You can find us all over Facebook with The Scene, 94 Feet of Life, Views from the 22, Stoppage Time FC, The Dish. We might talk some boxing sometimes, some UFC, some wrestling. Sunday night on 94 Feet of Life, we're going to do a grab bag episode. Everybody's going to kind of just come with a topic, which ain't no telling what we going to come with, but they usually make fun shows.
That sounds like a good one right there.
Right, because everybody is just a bunch of creative hoop minds that's got something to bring to the table, and we'll chop it up for about an hour or so.
Oh, by the way, real quick, if you bring this up, man, I want to hear what people think about, you saw the logo go off on J.J. Redick and basically talk about, because he basically said Bob Cousy was basically a plumber or fireman.
This is Jerry West. I mean, I saw people like, Jerry West will bust up J.J. Jerry West will bust up a lot of people.
Yeah.
This is Jerry West we talking about, people. Jerry West was so cold, Richard Pryor even had to acknowledge how cold Jerry West was. And stand up like, that's a cold white boy right there. That's just real. But Jerry's just defending his time and his culture in the time frame in which he played. And I can respect that. I can I got what JJ was saying in general, because it's like we do not – Gail Goodrich would get extra love, but it's like Gail Goodrich was he was not a bad player, but he was kind of average, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But he's noted Hall of Famer. And I'm not knocking him. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. I don't think he can bounce in this league today, or the league 15 years prior, or even 10 years prior to that. I don't think so, but that's just my personal opinion. Those kind of things are going to happen where it's just that generational warfare where one of the guys that was one of those guys of that era, he's going to speak up for his era. I can respect that.
And I don't blame him at all. And by the way, again, without the beginning, there is no what's going on today. And again, JJ made $50 million playing in the NBA.
There you go.
Not a bad living, is it?
Not a bad living at all.
Man, my man Jay makes a fine living doing some bacon stuff. Also, check him out on that aspect. We're back in 2 Shakes of a Lamb's Tail. It is a Friday on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Grapevine Liquor and Wine has the largest selection of bourbon in North Mississippi and wines from all over the world. Let Jimmy the Delta Boy help you select the perfect spirit or wine to impress. Whether you're looking for the best price or a certain flavor profile, Grapevine Liquor and Wines has it. If you want good southern treatment and the hottest prices, Grapevine Liquor and Wine, Getwell Road, South Haven.
Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, where do you get your bourbon? Flim flam, bim bam, Grapevine, by damn.
Hey everybody, I'm out here in Olive Branch in the middle of all these incredible pre-owned trucks and SUVs at All Star Chevrolet. These are some nice Ram trucks. They have Laramies, Bighorns. Look, they barely have been driven. Jeeps, Grand Caravans. Here's an Audi Q7. If you want any new Silverado or certified pre-owned Silverado, come to All Star. Seriously, Jeff and Kevin have been spot on getting all of these here, and now they're in Olive Branch. Crew cabs, double cabs, high country, some nice Tahoes too. Kevin and James asked me to give a big shout out to all of you who chose All Star as the go-to place to sell your vehicle. So many here and on sale today at All Star Chevrolet. So if you want to sell any vehicle, bring it here to Olive Branch and get a check today. Even if you owe money on it, you don't have to buy a thing. And you can pre-order any new Chevy you want right here at All Star Chevrolet. Remember, it's not the Pike, not South Haven, not Mount Moriah, Bartlett, or Collierville. Find new roads to All Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch or go to allstarautogroup.com.
It's time to vacation at home with Family Leisure. That's right. Enjoy a vacation in your own backyard with a little help from Family Leisure. Like play gyms and trampolines, they're now $500 off. And those trampolines, by the way, they've got that mesh on the side, so trampolines are now safe and you'll be the hit of the neighborhood. They've got hot tubs in stock and ready to go, and you can get up to $1,000 off when you pick them up. All kinds of do-it-yourself pool specials, like savings of up to $1,500 on all in-stock pools when you pick it up and install them yourself. And if you're looking for patio furniture, then stop on in, because they have tons in stock and they're ready for you to pick up. So get ready for that vacation at home with the help from Family Leisure. Family Leisure's Vacation at Home sale. It's happening right now at Whitten Road and I-40, where family and fun truly do come together.
Your favorite Italian deli, Lucchese's, now ships. For over 25 years, Memphis has trusted Lucchese's to feed their loved ones. And now they've created 4 great comfort food meals that can be shipped across the country to your family and friends. Enjoy lasagna, ravioli, tortellini, spaghetti, Italian spinach, and delicious sauces with no MSGs, no preservatives, and no artificial colors. Lucchese's can ship anywhere in the U.S. All you need to do is go online to lucchese's.com to place your order or call 901-766-9922. Make the most of the open road with a 2022 Can-Am Spyder from Olive Branch Motorsports. This stylish 3-wheel touring motorcycle is the pinnacle of luxury touring with a modern look, premium comfort, extra storage, and next-level convenience. All designed so you and your passenger can put more distance between stops. The Can-Am Spyder is all about performance, comfort, and sophistication, giving you the ultimate riding experience. See the 2022 Can-Am Spyder today at Olive Branch Motorsports, 5656 Goodman Road.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's hanging out in the house, and we've got a lot of baseball on the set today.
On the horizon.
On the horizon, we got to do a little bit of bets tonight. I will say I'm scared because I like too many favorites tonight. I love the Yankees minus the 1.5 too. They're playing the Royals. Cole's going to be on the hill. Judge is hitting bombs. They're bringing in Andrew Benintendi. I don't know if you know this, but they just took away the bat of Andrew Benintendi from the Royals, who was basically their best hitter. Now he's gone. The best pitcher for the Yankees is going to be on the bump playing the Royals. It's in New York. They got swept by the Mets. A 2-game sweep by the Mets. They did get a 1-0 win last night. I feel like the bats go bananas tonight. I think the Yankees score like 12 runs, beat the Royals probably 12-1. I think it is a beatdown of epic proportion.
Really?
I love the Yankees minus the 1.5. Heck, I like them minus almost 2.5.
Really?
I think I do. No, I don't think I do. I know
You
I
know
do.
you do.
I know I do.
Even
I
with
know I
trades,
do.
even with trades on the horizon, Joey Gallo was forced to talk yesterday about his time with the Yankees.
And he's trash.
He is trash.
Did
And
you see the gender reveal?
I didn't live up to. Yeah, that looked like Joey. The guy whiffed, and literally all of Twitter went crazy saying, "This is Joey Gallo, Joey Gallo, Joey Gallo."
Yeah.
Him playing in New York has just put a huge spotlight on the fact that he hits 150.
Yes,
But
he
and only
doesn't
hits
put the
home
ball
runs.
in play.
And they asked him, "Is this rock bottom?" He goes, "It's close. I didn't live up to expectations, and I'll always regret that about my time with the Yankees."
Vogelbach, by the way, he plays with the Mets. He struck out. When he was with the Pirates, 30% of the time. Well, currently, while he's with the Mets, he's struck out over 50% of the time.
And you know who they play tonight? The Fish.
The Fish your
In
favorite
Miami.
team.
Sandy Alcantara on the mound. Alcantara.
I feel like the Fish scored too many runs last night, though. Yesterday.
they've run out of runs.
They run out of runs. Because Aguilar, he hit 2 bombs yesterday?
Did he hit 2?
I know he had one.
He definitely
big
had one. Jesus Sanchez had another one.
Yeah, it might have been Sanchez.
Yeah, two Jesuses. But they're Miami or even money for the money line. But first 5 only minus 115, and I would bet a first 5 money line for the Marlins just under the notion that Sandy is not going to allow a run in the first 5 innings.
Chris Bassett against that Marlins lineup might not allow a run either.
Well, then you push. That's why I love it, right?
You know what?
If you wanted to take plus half, the Marlins are minus 165, so a little more tax if you really like the tie. But I'm fine with a push at the minus 115.
Miles Michaelis last time on the bump got beat up. Remember that?
I do.
That was horrible.
It was.
It was
It
embarrassing.
was the worst outing of the year, though.
It was by far the worst
So
outing
you
of the
can
year.
be comfortable with that if you want to bet on him tonight.
Well, I like betting on him tonight. The reason is he's in the nation's capital.
Against the worst team in baseball.
He's in Washington, the District of Columbia, playing the Nationals, and they're the worst team in baseball, yes. But the big thing is not only is Miles coming off his worst outing, I think he's going to want to be a little bit sharper tonight, but you also get Arenado and Goldie back. And Goldschmidt.
A lot of rest.
A lot of rest. I have a feeling he comes out there, and I just have a feeling that Goldie goes yard tonight. One reason is because Sanchez is a horrible pitcher. The only reason he's pitching is because they have nobody left.
They need somebody.
They need somebody so bad. Anibal Sanchez is back pitching for the Nationals tonight. He is horrible. He's been spending as much time in AAA as he has with the big ball club. In fact, a little more time with in AAA. But he's been called up to make the start against your Cardinals. Don't think that's going to be pretty. By the way, did you hear about the Cardinals? Did you hear who the Cardinals brought up?
Who?
Who was playing here? Paulie what? Paul DeYoung.
Oh.
Paul DeYoung's been called back up.
Oh, this guy.
Are you not excited for this?
I hate this guy.
Oh,
I
my
hate
gosh.
Paul DeYoung. Can't stand Paul DeYoung. Hate him more than life itself. Although I will say, Nolan Gorman's glove, John, is terrible. This guy is a awful fielder. It's astonishing to me.
Well,
so maybe in that regard, I am happy to have DeYoung back. But talk about a guy that can't swing a bat at all. I mean, we're talking about 150 hitters. Paul DeYoung.
Hey, he was hitting at AAA though.
Yeah, he was hitting well. He was almost a AAA All-Star.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know if he
really
was
good.
or not. He might have been. I don't keep up with who is a AAA All-Star or not. But he was on track to be one.
Well, it is time for us to switch gears. We are going to talk with Marcus Hunter from Channel 3. Who gave Johnny Radio his name? What's up with Mississippi State? Big Starkville fan. You know who plays the first game against Memphis this year?
It's Mississippi State. You don't like the quarterback, though.
For Mississippi
Will
State.
Rogers.
No. I didn't say I didn't like him.
You think other people are too high on him?
I think that people who are telling me that he's a dark horse Heisman people have spent way too much time around Mike Leach, or they are drinking the Kool-Aid, or they're dropping L, or
I love Kool-Aid.
They've just I don't even know. They're crazy. By the way, crazy people need protection. Sane people need protection. And people who own things definitely need protection. Stay protected with your good neighbor, Bob Simpson. It doesn't matter if you're on the road with your car. Get the best car insurance man can buy, and that is at State Farm with Bob Simpson. Go get a free quote at bobsimpson.org. Don't forget, he can take care of your house no matter if you're renting, a renter, or an owner. He can back your business up, whether it's starting, growing, or maturing. He's going to take care of you because he is Bob Simpson. And Bob Simpson with State Farm, he gets the Rogers rate, he gets the Patrick price, and he gives it all to you. So call Bob Simpson at 901-381-1233. That's 901-381-1233. Or go online and get that free quote at bobsimpson.org. Stay protected with your good neighbor, Bob Simpson. Did I get Bob Simpson's name out? Did I get it out? Yes, I did. So give him a call. Stay protected. Marcus, he's on the other side. Marcus Hunter from Channel 3, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
So by now you've heard that Bell Tavern, Memphis' perfect neighborhood bar downtown, has reopened. You've heard that it's a perfect spot with the coldest beer in town, great cocktails, the friendliest bartenders anywhere, and even access to the menu at 117 Prime. But here's something you might not know. Since the easiest way to get into Bell Tavern is to enter through the dining room at 117 Prime, that means you can also avail yourself of the valet parking from Prime. How cool is that? You can go to a great, comfortable bar, and you don't even have to mess with parking. Plus, there's just something so cool about valet parking to a bar.
It's time to take it on at Gossett Mitsubishi's summer sales event. You need a new ride? We Gossett covered. Don't fret about gas mileage on your summer vacation. Get 39 MPG combined with 2022 Mitsubishi Mirage, $219 a month or $17,015. Take sporty to a new level with 2023 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, 28 MPG combined, $349 a month or buy for $27,335. Plus, 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, 7 seats, $409 a month or $31,795. And get peace of mind with our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars.
Home 75 months at 3.69. Mirage NH 006956. MSRP 17515. Eclipse PZ 00747. MSRP 28085. Outlander NZO 78023. MSRP 32295. Includes all rebates and incentives. Excludes tax filing license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 8/1/22. Dealer stock only.
Visit Frontier Western Store today for new shirts and boots. Frontier is your top Carhartt store in the Mid-South. There's thousands of in-stock shirts and jeans. They have the classic K87 pocket tee in every color they make, including new ones just released. Available small to 4X. Want new jeans? Frontier has you covered with super tough work denim by Carhartt. And you've got to check out their selection of Ariat jeans for men, women, and children. You'll love how easy it is to find the size and style you need. Have you seen Frontier's remodeled world-famous boot showroom? It continues to expand. New styles by Ariat just arrived, plus plenty of in-stock proven classics too. Whether you need work or dress boots, trust that Frontier's the place to come. See thousands of pairs of Ariat boots and thousands more by Dan Post, Corral, Durango, Rocky, Twisted X, and others. And Frontier's pricing is lower than online and chain stores, so you know just the local shop to visit. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
Grapevine Liquor and Wine has the largest selection of bourbon in North Mississippi and wines from all over the world. Let Jimmy the Delta Boy help you select the perfect spirit or wine to impress. Whether you're looking for the best price or a certain flavor profile, Grapevine Liquor and Wines has it. If you want good southern treatment and the hottest prices, Grapevine Liquor and Wine, Getwell Road, South Haven.
Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, where do you get your bourbon? Flim flam, bim bam, Grapevine, by damn.
Like, I don't know, can you just pick something and order? Yeah, but anyway, where are you at? You don't look...
It only takes 2 seconds of distracted driving to become a statistic. You can lose your driving privileges, your vehicle, face jail time, or even lose or take a life. Slow down, Memphis. The life you save may be your own. Brought to you by the Memphis Police Department, Traffic Operations.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
I just one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. Got Jay Morgan Harder hanging out with me all day. Thank you to Jay Ham. Don't forget you can check him out on The Scene. That's right, Sports Culture Entertainment Network. But now it's time to switch some gears up. Talk with my good buddy Marcus Hunter. He's back. He joined WREG News Channel 3 back in April. He's an Emmy Award winner from his time down in Jackson or Columbus or wherever he was. He was in Mississippi, I know that. It was Jackson. I do remember that because that's the capital of Mississipippi, right?
I think so.
I think so, too.
No, Jackson is the capital.
It is the capital? Okay, good. Because I know he was in the capital, man. But Marcus also played football at Mississippi State, graduated from Mississippi State. And, you know, the Tigers play the very first game of the year.
Is it Mississippi State?
Oh, it is. Mississippi State probably owes him one. What does Marcus Hunter have to say? Hey, what's you doing on a Friday?
Man, I'm just heading back to Memphis, actually. Had to head down to Jackson, Mississippi to take care of a little business, you know. Moved away not too long ago, so I still got some business I have to take care of down there every now and then. But headed back and going to enjoy the rest of my day off. Might go, you know, grab some of that delicious Memphis food later on today because ever since I've been back, man, I just can't get enough of it.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. If you want to get a lot of good stuff, I hope you're going to Central Barbecue because, man, I'm going there after work today with our good buddy Mike Brewer. I can't wait. I'm going to do a little pulled chicken and some turnip greens today because, I don't know, I'm trying to, like, lose a little weight for my Miami trip. But I got to ask you something important. Inquiring minds want to know this, Marcus. Did you or Kevin Cerrito give me the name Johnny Radio?
I gave you the name Johnny Radio.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Kevin's been out here posting up some lies.
What? I remember specifically because it was during the whole Johnny football situation when he was, you know, making all that noise at Texas A&M. And I remember doing the show, I was like, you know what? We need to start calling you Johnny Radio. And it became Johnny Radio.
And it stuck.
I can't believe Kevin is not here. He knows I'm the predictor in all of this.
Yes, he does. He does. And by the way, Cerrito Trivia is awesome. Make sure you always check out our buddy Kevin. But yeah, man, we started back in the day when we were some young bucks. Now we're getting a little bit older. I've gotten a lot grayer. You still look the exact same, man. What are you, like, cryogenically frozen?
You know, man, it's all in the genes. You know, I just have, the whole family's like that for some reason. We just age gracefully. And, I don't have as much hair as I used to, but, at least there's not a lot of gray in it yet.
All right, now I got to bring up that Memphis, Mississippi State game. First game of the year, September 3rd, down in Stark Vegas. Memphis, they took care of business last year and dropped your Bulldogs. And it was probably embarrassing for you, and it probably hurt, but I'm kind of a little bit worried. They have their quarterback, Seth Hennigan, coming back for the University of Memphis. They got a stable of backs. They got good wide receivers, even though they lost Calvin Austin. I'm worried about the offensive line, and I'll be interested to see what that defense does. Do you actually believe that Mississippi State, with all that they have to see in the West, did they circle this game? Did they want a little payback for Memphis?
Absolutely, because, you just said took care of business. I don't think that was the case. I think the referees took care of business for the Memphis Tigers. I'm still salty about that punt return or punt fumble, whatever it was. I'm still a little bit salty about that one because we know that was a bad call, but not just that call, the call at the end of the game on the onside kick. I've never seen officials go back and review a play and call a penalty that wasn't previously called to overrule the play that happened with Mississippi State recovering that onside kick. So still a little salty about that. I know the Mississippi State Bulldogs are, the fans are as well. And, yes, that game is circled on the calendar, not just because it's the first game of the year, but because we need that payback. And we have to start the season off on a positive note because I don't know if you've seen the Bulldogs' schedule for the
It's
entire
brutal.
year, but it might be the toughest schedule in college football. So you got to get this first one over Memphis, because if you drop that first one, you're going to have a long season. So, yes, I think they're ready. I think they're going to be ready, and I'm looking forward to the game.
Man, I'm looking forward to it also just because I want some football back. September 3rd is going to be awesome. By the way, is it Notre Dame is playing Ohio State at the Shoe on September 3rd? Man, the opening of college football will be here before we know it. So I'm excited. But, man, you talk about y'all's schedule. You got Memphis first, then you travel out to Arizona. I think that's easy. But dadgummit, then you go to LSU. Bowling Green stuck in there, and you got Texas A&M, Arkansas, Kentucky, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, and Ole Miss. Damn, that is a tough schedule. Now, Mike Leach has done a really good job. Will Rogers has been a really good quarterback. Some people were talking, and I think they're a little bit crazy. A lot of people are talking dark horse Heisman candidate. Is that just like it's a slow season and people just want to like give a little bit of love to Mike Leach and Will Rogers, or do you actually think that's something that's possible?
I definitely think it's possible, especially if the Bulldogs can pull out 9, maybe 10 wins, because if they can do that, that means Will Rogers had an excellent season. And Will, he has a football background. His dad is a head coach. He grew up in that air raid offense, and this is his 3rd year in that system. And last year, he completed over 70% of his passes. And that's just amazing considering how much the Bulldogs threw the football. And so I believe if they can win 9 to 10 games, that he can have another good season, which I believe that he will. The offensive line is going to be a little bit iffy this year because we lost a lot of talent on the offensive line. Charles Cross, I mean, you can't replace that guy. So it's going to be difficult to replace him at left tackle. But if the offensive line can keep Will Rogers upright, I think the Bulldogs are going to be okay because a lot of guys are returning. The first year that Leach was there, he had to play a lot of freshmen, and those guys are juniors now. And I think that is going to bode well for the Bulldogs moving forward. So, yes, I believe Will Rogers definitely a dark horse candidate to be a Heisman candidate. And it wouldn't really surprise me if he got invited to the ceremony, considering the type of numbers that he's probably going to be putting up, regardless what their record's going to be.
Mississippi State's defense. Wow. A lot of people were talking when Mike Leach came to Mississippi State that all the defensive talent in that state was going to head over to Oxford or go to other schools, Alabama's, LSU's, somewhere else. It seems like Zach Arnett's kind of put together a good defensive scheme. It seems like you still have some studs over there. What do you think their defense is going to be like this year?
Oh, I think the front seven is going to be amazing. I mean, you pretty much have the entire front seven coming back, or most of the production from last year coming back this season. The secondary is going to be a little iffy because we're trying to figure out what's going to be going on with those guys. For the front seven, as we know, in the SEC, if you can get pressure on the quarterback, it makes things a lot easier for those guys in the back. So I really believe that the front seven is going to be the strongest part of the defense. And because of that, I believe the defense is going to be solid, but the defense is really going to be predicated on the offense and what they can do, because if the offense is clicking, then the offense is putting together a lot of long, sustainable drives by throwing the football. But if the offense isn't clicking, then they're out of there in 3 and outs. And if they're throwing the ball, they're out of there pretty quickly. So if the offense can do its job and just give the defense a little bit of rest, I believe the defense is going to be pretty good. But the offense is still going to need to put up a lot of points. Because in the SEC, with the schedule Mississippi State has, it's only you can only be so good stopping teams like Alabama, stopping teams like Georgia, stopping teams like Ole Miss. You can't stop them all game. So the offense is still going to have to do its part. But I do believe the defense will be good enough that the Bulldogs can act. I really think Mississippi State is going to have a better season than a lot of people are thinking the Bulldogs are going to have. I'm predicting 8 or 9 wins.
Ooh.
But, again, that's definitely going to be predicated on how good that defense can be and slowing down some of those high-powered offenses.
Zach Arnett's probably one of the more underrated defensive coaches in football. I mean, having to deal with the air raid with Mike Leach. It also seems like Mike Leach is kind of slowing it down a little bit, learning a little bit more of the style of the SEC. But you being in Jackson and you knowing Mississippi State intimately, you were in the state capitol. You were winning Emmys for your morning show. You had to cover the Rebels and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. When you look at what Lane Kiffin's doing up north in Oxford, and you look at what Mike Leach is doing down there in Starkville, right now, who are you more impressed with?
Of those two, I'm more impressed with Mississippi State just because of the talent that Leach has been able to get in at wide receiver and at quarterback. We just got a 4-star guy in from Texas, so that's going to look really good in the future when he's ready to take the reins over from Will Rogers. But honestly, I know you didn't ask about these guys. I'm way more impressed with what Jackson State is doing down there.
Oh, yeah, with Dion. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they ran through the SWAC last year. They bumped their heads in that bowl game, the Celebration Bowl. But I really believe what Dion is doing down there at Jackson State is great, and it's putting a lot of pressure on Mississippi State and on Ole Miss to recruit the state harder because Dion has been able to take some talent that you wouldn't really think that Jackson State can get. So I'm really impressed with those guys. But then again, Lane Kiffin, what he did at Ole Miss last year, hats off to him. I hate that, he's beaten Mississippi State twice in the Egg Bowl, but you got to give him credit. He makes that game a priority, where I think a lot of Bulldog fans are a little salty with Leach because he doesn't seem to make that game as big of a priority as Lane Kiffin does. And Bulldog fans want him to make that more of a rivalry type situation. He's trying to downplay it a little bit. But, you got to give credit to Kiffin as well. But I really think the Bulldogs, with what they've been able to do in recruiting and with that air raid offense, that really, I believe if you're going to be successful in the SEC playing and being in the state of Mississippi, you have to do something that no one else is doing. And I think that's the only way you're going to be able to get over that hump. So I think what Leach is doing with that air raid offense is going to hopefully be able to put Mississippi State over that hump.
Man, you brought up Deion Sanders in Jackson State. And again, when Deion went to Jackson State, it was cool. Didn't know exactly how it was going to work out. Now that you see the way it's working out, what did it mean to the Jackson area? What has it meant to the HBCUs? And what has he now done to college football?
Well, first for the Jackson area, it has been a tremendous boost, not just to the morale around the Jackson State football program, because living in Jackson, Mississippi, everybody is a Jackson State fan or an Alcorn fan. It's one of the two. And you go everywhere, you see people now wearing their JSU stuff proudly. So what it's done for the fan base and for the talk about football down there has just been amazing. To see the stadium sold out for a game last year, that's something that I had not seen in my 7 years prior there in Jackson. And to be able to see that was just an awesome sight to see, and Dion was able to do that. What I think it's done for HBCU football, it's really elevating the status and showing that you can go anywhere and still be able to win, be recognized, and be a star, and you don't have to go to the traditional powerhouse schools. You can go there and, still make a name for yourself and still get into the NFL. We've seen, guys going from North Dakota State, like Trey Lance, going from North Dakota State to the NFL. So it goes to show that you don't have to always go to the big programs in order to have success. And what Dion is doing is bringing in these guys. They're able to play right away. The 4-star guys, the 3-star guys, able to play right away. Sure, the level of competition might not be as tough as it would be, say, in the SEC, but it also gives you an opportunity to showcase your skill set a little bit more, because a lot of these guys, they're coming into college, and yeah, they want to play college football, but their ultimate goal is to get into the NFL. When you have a guy like Dion and the coaching staff that he's bringing in, guys that know how to get guys to the next level, you're going to see a lot of guys start going the HBCU route. It's not going to completely switch up, and you're going to see this wave, but every now and then you're going to get a few sprinkled in there that are going to go to these schools, and they're going to be going to the NFL, because that's what the NFL saw in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. So many guys coming from HBCUs and going to the NFL and doing great.
And don't forget, I mean, what was it? Travis Hunter, who is going to play
Yeah.
quarterback, went down there. 5-star Alabama wanted him. Florida State wanted him. Everybody and their grandmother wanted him, and he's one of the best cornerbacks in the country. I can understand why I'd want to go play at Jackson State and play for probably the best cornerback of our generation in Deion Sanders. You can definitely learn a little something. And plus, let's be real, the GOAT himself. Where is it that Jerry went? Jerry Rice? It wasn't Jackson State.
Mississippi Valley State.
Mississippi Valley State. So
Yes.
it's kind of like everything comes in like circles, man. We're going
Yes,
back to that full circle.
Walter Payton went to Jackson State, and we all know Walter Payton's one of the best running backs to ever play the game.
Yes, sweetness, man. Rest in peace, by the way. Golly, I loved me some of those Bears teams back in the day. He was nasty. The only thing is, man, when I remember that though, the fact that he didn't score in that Super Bowl, man, that was horrible.
Yeah, you let Refrigerator Perry score the touchdown when Walter Payton was the guy that got you there. That was shame on Mike Dicker for that one.
Yeah, that is true. Now, I'm going to switch gears up real quick before I have to say goodbye to you because I wanted to ask you, this seems like the year of the wide receiver. I mean, they're getting buku bucks. You saw Tyreek Hill. He's getting an average of $30 million after his fat contract. Yesterday, you had DK Metcalf get his $30 million up front, $52 million guaranteed, $72 million, an average of $24.2 million a year. My guys are making some money. But if you wanted to, Deebo Samuel's 49ers should have paid him last year because now it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Diggs is making good money. But for your money, you got Cooper Kupps. You got Deebo Samuels. Who are your favorite? Who would you, if you were a quarterback, and I know you're not a quarterback, but if you were throwing the football, who'd you want on the receiving end?
Definitely Deebo, because Deebo is not just that he is quick and shifty and can catch. Deebo is going to get you that yak. Now, I know DK Metcalf is a guy that's fast and he's hard to take down, but DK, he's only going to be out there at wide receiver. You're going to be able to play Deebo in the backfield. I know he doesn't want to do that as much anymore, and I can't blame the guy. He wants his career to be a long career so he can get that money. But when you have a guy with the type of skill set that Deebo Samuel has, a wide receiver that can run the ball like a running back, that's the guy that I know is always a good safety valve because no matter what you do, you get him the ball. If he has a little bit of a crease, he is gone. I mean, because what we saw in the final game, San Francisco taking on the Rams in the regular season, when it was late in that game and Garoppolo went to Deebo on that short hitch route and Deebo took it and cut through everybody and got to the end zone. That's what he can bring to your team. And I know DK Metcalf is fast, but I just don't see him making those types of plays and being that guy that can just bail you out of any situation. So I would definitely want to have Deebo on my side, but having a wide receiver like Cooper Kupp also, a guy who's just reliable, who you know is going to always make the catch, always going to be where he's supposed to be. I mean, it's great right now for wide receivers in the NFL, and that's why you're seeing schools like Mississippi State starting to get a lot of good wide receivers coming there, and you're seeing these wide receivers go high because the game is changing so much with all the new rules. You're starting to see the wide receiver position be more impactful, and these guys definitely deserve their money because without them, your offense changes a lot. And the 49ers better take care of Deebo Samuels because if he goes anywhere else, I think it'll be the Cowboys. I think Jerry Jones would open up the pocketbook for a guy like Deebo. So San Francisco better take care of business.
Man, I feel you on that one. And plus, you need Trey Lance to have somebody to throw the football
Absolutely.
to. And the other thing that just it blows my mind, when Deebo came out of South Carolina, I had no idea he was this good because he was playing at South Carolina. So, you got to do your homework. Deebo's a baller. But one other interesting stat, in a single season in NFL history, Deebo Samuels, Marshall Faulk, and Roger Craig are the only three players to ever have 1,000 yards receiving, 5 receiving touchdowns, and 5 rushing touchdowns. If you notice, the other 2 are running backs. Deebo's the only one that's technically a wide receiver. He's just in a league by himself. So, Deebo Samuels. Do me a favor, Marcus. Tell people where they can watch you tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. Wake up in the mornings and check out News Channel 3, WREG. I'll be anchoring the morning show from 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. Saturdays and Sunday. You can also catch me Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the morning show as the breaking news anchor. And just watch WREG News Channel 3 all the time for all of our newscasts. We are the number one station in Memphis for a reason. So check us out. But, yeah, check me out tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. until 9 a.m., News Channel 3.
Man, Marcus, I appreciate your time. We'll definitely be doing this very, very shortly. Have a safe trip home, and we'll be watching you tomorrow from 6 to 9, Saturday and Sunday at WREG News Channel 3. Be blessed, my brother.
All right, be blessed as well. And remember to tell Cerrito that I gave you the name.
Oh, I'm going to. Don't you worry about it. That's my buddy, Marcus Hunter. He gave me the name Johnny Radio. But I got to tell you something. There's only one name when it comes to roofing, and that is Brian Elder. You let him come love on your roof. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. If you've been turned down by your homeowner's insurance in the past 12 months, you might want to give Brian Elder a call, because he will come out there, no obligation, give you a thorough evaluation of your property, document all the damage they find, and they're going to be fully certifying it a HAG inspector who are trained to identify storm damage. They're going to assess it. They're going to build a full estimate in a language your carrier is going to understand. Turn that bad boy in. Bing, bang, boom. You might get some cash back. If there's no damage found, by the way, they're just going to say, thanks, man. Have a good one. They'll build up a data file. They'll keep your storm damage situation on there. And again, it's no cost to you. It's absolutely free. So give a call to 901-867-0303, 901-867-0303. And if you have any issues ever with your roof, residential or commercial, he is the number one roofing contractor in the Mid-South. He is Brian Elder. Check him out online at brianelderroofing.com, or again, call him at 901-867-0303. On the other side, we're going to get down talking a little bit of Brasky, a little bit of team money. Got some futures bets, some baseball bets. Oh, they both said get ready to pad your pocket because they're about to get rich this weekend.
But they don't know our bankroll as much as we know theirs. Isn't that what they say?
No. I don't know your bankroll any more than you know my bankroll.
There you go, exactly.
I got
That's
this.
the catchphrase.
T-Money and Brasky on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon with Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. Have you been turned down by your homeowner's insurance in the past 12 months for damage you believe you're owed? Call Brian Elder Roofing now. Our professionals will do a no-obligation, thorough evaluation of your property and document all damage we find. Our fully certified Hague inspectors are trained to identify storm damage to assess and build a full estimate in a language your carrier will understand. If there is no damage found, we will tell you just that. We build a data file of your actual storm damage for your carrier, all at no cost to you, free. So call now for your comprehensive roof guarantee from Brian Elder Roofing. Call us, 867-0303. That's 867-0303, or schedule online at brianelderroofing.com. Because if you think it's a claim, we'll help you show it's a claim.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
It's been said that the world always looks brighter from behind a smile. So why not let my friend, Dr. Mehdi Sadeghi, and his friendly staff at the Smile Center Memphis help brighten up your world. The Smile Center is a local family dentistry located in Germantown, specializing in cosmetic crown veneers, teeth whitening, and Invisalign clear braces, all with free consultation and second opinions. New patients are welcome, and if you don't have dental insurance, don't frown. They have an in-office plan to fit your specific needs. Same-day emergency service available as well. Give Mehdi a call, 309-1333, or visit their website at smilecentermemphis.com.
Remember the song, The Times They Are A-Changin'? This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors, and that is exactly what has happened in the real estate business. That is why I team up with Kelly Erb, or Hugh Mallory, or Elizabeth Kulo, Melanie Simpson, or Diane Balkin. With one of them as a marketing partner and my old self as a point person, we have taken the changing real estate market and turned it into our benefit and our clients'. Today, we talk about escalation and appraisal gap clauses, bidding wars, and which is the best deal for our client. And what you see is not always what you get. Most people call me Shell Dunn because they've heard that when you want the job done, call Shell Dunn. So before you make a move in real estate, remember to talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers, but make sure I'm one of them. Reach me, Sheldon Rosengarten, Shell Dunn, at MemphisRelocate.com or 483-0546. That's 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com.
I'm here with Kyle Storms from Big Green Egg. Kyle, I hear people all the time say how they love their Big Green Egg, but what makes a Big Green Egg so great?
Thanks, Stats. The fact that our grill is made out of the highest quality ceramic allows our customers to smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all while locking in the most amount of heat and flavor in their favorite foods.
What kind of fuel does the Big Green Egg use?
100% natural lumpwood charcoal. That's really where half our flavor comes from.
How many sizes does the Big Green Egg come in?
We have 7 different sizes and all different configurations ranging from metal stands, wood tables, and metal carts with a lifetime warranty. So we really do have a size and price point for everyone.
Where can someone go to see the entire lineup of Big Green Egg?
Garden Spas and Pool, Germantown Hardware, Hamilton's Fireplace and Grills, East Memphis Ace, and Cordova Ace Hardware.
It's time to take it on at Gossett Mitsubishi's summer sales event. You need a new ride? We Gossett covered. Don't fret about gas mileage on your summer vacation. Get 39 MPG combined with 2022 Mitsubishi Mirage, $219 a month or $17,015. Take sporty to a new level with 2023 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. 28 MPG combined, $349 a month or buy for $27,335. Plus, 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, 7 seats, $409 a month or $31,795. And get peace of mind with our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars.
Home 75 months at 3.69. Mirage NH 006956. MSRP 17515. Eclipse PZ 00747. MSRP 28085. Outlander NZO 78023. MSRP 32295. Includes all rebates and incentives. Excludes tax filing license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 8/1/22. Dealer stock only.
Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. It is Friday. Thank goodness. And you know what that means. We get to talk with the one, the only, T-Money. And then we get to talk with everybody's favorite person, the guy people just sit in bars and just reminisce about all of his legendary conquest, Bill Brasky. Before we get to Bill Brasky, before we get to T-Money, I got to tell you, well, basically, where do you think you can find Bill Brasky? I bet you can find him at Grapevine Liquor and Wines. They're ready for your celebration. They're ready to get ready for football season. They're ready for next week. You know what you can do? You can start celebrating the fact that next week we have the MLB trade deadline, August 2nd. We have the Hall of Fame game. We have football next Thursday on August 4th. So celebrate the fact that football is coming back by heading over to Grapevine Liquor and Wines. It's out of control good, and it's basically North Mississippi's largest selection of bourbon. They have a huge selection of tequilas. They also have the Tito's. They're at 5847 Getwell Road down in South Haven. And if you go down and talk to Jimmy, the Delta Boy, and his staff, they'll point you in the right direction no matter what you're looking for. Again, a Grapevine Liquor and Wines. They're ready for any celebration, any party event, or just chilling out all weekend, or just basically where you can probably find Bill Brasky. Again, 5847 Getwell Road in South Haven. Tell Jimmy the boy, Delta Boy I sent you. T-Money, how are you doing today, sir?
Man, I'll tell you what, Johnny. 2 things were fantastic this morning when I woke up. Let me tell you about them.
All right.
1, it finally rained here in Memphis. And 2, they finally got Poplar Avenue paved.
Man, you ain't lying about Poplar Avenue
Man.
getting paid. I was more happy this morning. There was a little bit of rain. Felt good when I left. I didn't start sweating the minute I got out of my shower and all that good stuff.
Correct.
But, man, let me tell you something. When they had Poplar destroyed, it was a pain in the you-know-what, wasn't it?
It was bad.
I picked a bad time to quit
people were
drinking,
three-wheel
didn't I?
motion.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, I'll tell you what, they had uneven lanes and they had workers everywhere. And, Poplar's already the smallest road in America with 3 lanes. And, people, it was dangerous. You could watch the people just dodging and mobbing, how they get.
If I tell you the truth, they'll make fun of me. But, I couldn't figure out which side of the cones I was supposed to be on the other day.
Me neither. That's what I was saying. I think I was riding on the part that you weren't supposed to be riding on.
I think I was too, and then I noticed that everybody was in the other one, so then I went through the cones, and I was so proud of myself, though I did swerve back in, and I did not hit the cone, so I did something good. Now, Bill Brasky,
I'll tell you what.
How is life treating you?
Going great, Johnny. I cannot complain. Everything's been good. I noticed y'all laughed at me last week, but I went on and got all my over in the Vandy. I like the over 2.5. I know y'all still don't like that, but y'all will be crying after the 4th weekend of football season when you could have missed that bet. You missed it.
So today, by the way, I hear we got a couple college football future bets.
Absolutely.
And I'm curious, do we have anything for baseball, or now that the Cincinnati Reds are actually kind of winning, are y'all kind of backing off of baseball?
Well, I'll tell you what,
No.
Johnny. I'm Bill Brasky may be betting the bases still, but I'll tell you what, I'm done for the year because I'm the worst baseball bettor. I mean, if you faded T-Money, you would made a fortune. Ask Jay Morgan. He's probably been keeping up with it. I've been awful picking it. The Indians go to play, and they sweep. I go against the Indians, and they end up winning the series, sweeping the series. I'm looking crazy. So I think I'm done with the bag. So if you want to talk about gambling on baseball, Uncle Brasky's our guy because I'm switching gears to football. I'm starting to think football's on my mind, and that's all I'm thinking of right now.
Are you going to be betting on the Hall of Fame game?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking
under.
about.
What is it?
Man, I don't know the
I'll
totals
bet.
yet. I just know that it's next Thursday. It's the Jags and it's the Raiders, and I'm pretty stoked. We actually got some football back. No, we won't be seeing any really good players actually playing. But the over and under is only 33.
Yeah, I knew it. They're always low because you get the scrubs in there. I mean, they're not Tom Brady ain't playing in the dang Hall of Fame game.
No, Rich Gannon ain't walking through that door.
He ain't going. Who's the backup there in whoever the quarterback is with
Derek
LA
Carr.
or the Vegas, Derek Carr. Who's his backup?
That's a great question. Who is his backup? Actually, when I think about this, I think to myself, I know a pretty good amount of backup quarterbacks.
Well, it was Mariota, but he's gone now.
Is Jared Stidham there?
Oh, Jared Stidham.
It may be Stidham.
It is
may
Jarrett
be
Stidham
Oh,
and
my
Nick
God.
Mullins.
Oh.
And Nick Mullins is there, too, fighting for the backup job.
Oh, Mississippi State. That's a great segue, Jay Morgan, because that goes into my future bet.
Bring it.
I love the under win total for Mississippi State this year. Vegas has it at 6.5 wins. No way they get to 7. Listen to this schedule. First off, they open with Memphis. If you want to give them a win there, you can, but they're not covering 17. Me and Slender got a lunch bet on it. Then they go to Arizona. You can give them that one. Are they going to beat LSU?
No.
Okay, we'll give them Bowling Green. That's 3. Are they beating A&M?
Not happening.
Are they beating Arkansas?
No way.
Are they beating Kentucky?
Will Levis will run right down their throat.
Are they beating Alabama?
No way. Will Anderson might kill little Will Rogers.
Are they beating Auburn?
Yes.
Okay. Where are we at? 4?
4.
Are they beating Georgia?
Not going to happen.
Are they beating East Tennessee State?
That's 5.
Give them
We'll
that.
give them 5. And then they get the Egg Bowl against Ole Miss, and I don't think they're beating Ole Miss at Ole Miss this year.
I think
even if they did, that gives them at 6. You're still getting hooked.
Man, by hook or by crook, as long as you win, it does not matter. I kind of like that one. And I did have Marcus Hunter on a little bit earlier today. Now, he did play football at Mississippi State, went to Mississippi State, loves Mississippi State. He said that they are going to win 8 or 9 games. I think he's talking with his heart.
That's what got me to thinking it.
Oh,
I
okay,
was
good.
listening, and that's what got me thinking. He said that, and I said, man, let me go look at their schedule. So me and Slender pulled up the schedule, and I said, man, there's no way. They're going to be tough to beat Memphis. And if they start off 0-1, you know they're not getting to 7. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I
They ain't
do
getting
know
there.
that.
Their toss-up game is the same at ours here at Ole Miss. We don't know what Kentucky's going to be. That's the toss-up game.
I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, I think Will Levis, I think their defense, I think Mark Stoops is one of the best coaches in college football, period, what
I
he's
agree
done with
with that.
Kentucky. I think Kentucky is going to be the second best team in the East, battling it out with Tennessee.
That's hard to argue.
I don't know if Tennessee can even win their state championship against Vanderbilt. I mean, come on, fella.
Come on, man. They're going to turn Vandy out. Just because you like them over 2.5 wins doesn't mean they're beating Tennessee, Uncle Brasky.
All right, Brasky.
Have you been on the Tito's already?
Well, no, I don't know how Johnny knew. I'm not going to Grapevine Liquor, but I'm headed up to Kamey's Liquor Store. I just decided to drive by the practice facility to see if I can see the new players that are supposed to be here for camp this week. So, but
I
yes,
thought you were
I'm
going.
headed up.
I thought you're not going to the liquor store. I thought you went to that Pickwick golf tournament.
No, that was a few weeks ago. I was at Pickwick Golf Tournament.
What happened there?
I don't know. After 36 holes of golf, I fell asleep in the bathtub. I know that. That was about it. You know, I never turned the water
Johnny,
on.
I got a picture for you. I'm gonna send it to you after the show, and you tell me what you think about it.
Could I ask you a question? Is this I think I might have had somebody send me this picture. Is this him passed out with his hand on the door, outside of his door?
No,
that was after a bad loss at the Gold Strike Sportsbook. This one here is after 36 holes of golf and it's a VFW in Pickwick.
Well,
you were going to run you a bath, and what happened?
I fell asleep before I ever got to it.
First off, what grown man runs himself a bath?
That's a great question.
Well, when you're an athlete like me and you've been out there for 36 holes winning bets and sweating it out and working and getting your workout done.
After I'm
you need to relax those muscles, so you take a bath.
Run me a bath. I mean, come on, man. You're a grown man talking about running a bath.
I do, and I like to put that lavender Epsom salt in there, too. It makes you smell good when you get done.
Did you bring your hair dryer?
Yeah, I sure do. When you're 50-something years old and have hair, you still have a hair dryer. I mean, people like Big Slender and Big Cheap. When you got 4 hairs on your head, you don't have to dry. You just let them dry themselves. It rolls off.
By the way,
you know,
since y'all are mentioning hair, and y'all know Jay Morgan is hair deficient, but we did learn today that Joe Buck got new hair plugs yesterday. Did you see that?
Oh, I did. I bet
did he really?
Yeah. So he said he's ready for his new job with him and Troy. He got some new hair plugs. I'm going to ask you, though, this question. Do you think hair plugs actually grow real hair?
No.
They grow something, don't they?
I didn't think they grow.
That hair looks like steel wool after you get it. How do you explain to somebody when you went, all of a sudden you went on vacation for a week and you come back with a full head of hair? What do you start telling everybody? Well, I got a new hairstylist.
Well, the thing.
Man, you went and had that cat put on your head.
That is so true. You're so right. But here's what I've been told through text messages today, because I asked this in the very first segment. Some of they get some of those follicles off your butt, and they put your butt hair on top of your head, and then it grows. Now, I don't know if somebody's just messing with me because they know I'll read it on the radio.
I mean, I guess you can get it from your butt, but for the most part, it comes from your head on top of your head. But Uncle Brasky's right. That's why you shouldn't get it, because you could spot it from a mile away. That's not real hair.
Do you know what Donald Trump?
Oh, absolutely.
Does Donald Trump have real hair, or is it hair plugs, or is it a comb over? What do you think he wears on his head?
Man, a hair like that.
He's got real hair. He's got real hair.
Yeah, I mean,
he's always had real hair.
You can only have an awful hairstyle.
Dude, I think it's a Merkin. Yeah, I think it's a Merkin. Do you know what? Y'all know what Merkins are, right?
Now you'll have to educate us. I don't. Educate me.
They're it's a pubic wig for women.
Yeah. Man, come on.
It's the truth.
Hey, did Jay Morgan ever get a raise?
Well, not
We're
yet.
working on it.
We're working on it. If he goes one more, I mean, just he's doing very well. I'm proud of Jay Morgan. If he just can continue to be a good boy, then he's going to get.
Is he gainfully employed?
He is.
I've got him a date down here in Oxford ready. She just needs a gainfully employed man. Not a bad-looking woman. She just needs a gainfully employed man. Her name is Poison Ivy. That's what we call her. She's my kid's friend, but I promise she is single and disease-free.
Oh, well, perfect.
Be perfect. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can set him up.
Dude, if we could, let's do this, and we need to, like, sneak away into the restaurant and videotape this whole date. Like, what do you think Jay Morgan would talk about with a woman?
How are the Cardinals doing?
Yeah, the 2005 St. Louis Cardinals lineup.
Yeah.
Well, he may be talking
I
about
saw
when he's going to get his raise since he hasn't
AutoZone Park.
All right, so I need to get some bets. Give me some of your futures, Brasky.
All right, first let me give you today's baseball. There's 3 games I really like today, and the reason I like these, I don't normally bet over and unders, but when I catch a bunch of over and unders at 6.5, I like betting the over on every one of them.
Ooh, okay.
You've got the Mets game today. That number's 6.5. Take the over.
Mets and
You
Marlins.
have got Mets and Marlins. You have got Money's favorite team. He calls them the Indians. I call them the Guardians of the Galaxy. They've got the Rays. They're over and under 6.5. Take the over.
I like that.
You with me?
I'm with you.
All right. And then you have got, where's my other one on my list here? You've got the Cubs at the Giants, an over and under of 7.
9:15. It's also on the Apple TV tonight. Do you watch the Apple TV, guys?
No, I watch YouTube TV.
Me too. I'm a YouTube TV guy.
Hold on, YouTube has TV now?
No, but so YouTube TV is like a TV service. It's like Xfinity. Apple TV is like, streaming, but they do the one game a week that's the baseball game.
Man, how many cable companies am I going to have to purchase to be able to see all the games?
No. The YouTube TV doesn't have exclusives the way Apple TV does. It's different. It's more like Amazon, you know? You get it's a lot.
Oh, man, it's just
But
good.
YouTube will have like 4 baseball games. Down here in Oxford, the only darn baseball game you get on regular cable is the Atlanta Braves. And who wants to watch the Atlanta Braves? You don't get the Cardinals, you don't get the Texans, you get the Atlanta Braves every week. So I had to get rid of that. So I went to YouTube TV, now I get about 4 baseball games.
Well, gentlemen, is there any more bets before I have to say goodbye?
The only other thing I like, Johnny,
is your future.
Is still go against the Reds. Baltimore, let them go against them. I know the Reds have won a few this week, but don't worry. Their bullpen is still their bullpen. They let, I think, the Marlins come back and score 7 runs in 2 innings last night to beat them.
Yeah, right.
And Mike Minor is pitching for the Reds, and after what Trey Mancini got that in the park home run yesterday, the O's are kind of cooking right now. Going on the road. So I like that. I'm going with the O's with you. You can get Baltimore only minus 120 right now. T-Money Brasky, I know y'all got to go because y'all have early voting. Both of y'all said y'all were going to vote for Carol Chumney. Is that right?
Correct.
That's right.
Man.
Conservatives for Carol.
Well, gentlemen, do me a favor. Don't get too knee-deep in the Tito's too early because I'm going to talk to y'all later on this afternoon, all right?
And remember, Johnny, a broke man is dangerous. Remember that, Money. Keep on it. A broke man is dangerous.
Be blessed,
That's
Bill
right.
Brasky. Be blessed, T-Money. Those are my 2 buddies, T-Money, Brasky. They join me every single Friday at 12:30. Now it's time for me to get out of here. And on the other side, I got a Hardenwood S story. I think that is going to make you laugh. So I don't think you should touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You have opinions?
You bet.
Of course you do. Everyone does. Hit us up on the AutoZone listener line, 360-8255, 360-8255.
Make the most of the open road with a 2022 Can-Am Spyder from Olive Branch Motorsports. This stylish three-wheel touring motorcycle is the pinnacle of luxury touring with a modern look, premium comfort, extra storage, and next-level convenience. All designed so you and your passenger can put more distance between stops. The Can-Am Spyder is all about performance, comfort, and sophistication, giving you the ultimate riding experience. See the 2022 Can-Am Spyder today at Olive Branch Motorsports, 5656 Goodman Road.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. Roofing and siding, gutters too. We're the pros you can trust to get it done right. Call on us. 5-Ash Roofing, the name to know. 5-Ash Roofing, the only way to go. 5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. 5-Ash Roofing.
Is that not the corniest thing you've ever heard? Can you believe I paid good money for that silly jingle? Well, the experts say make it memorable, and I think I got my money's worth. 5-Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. 5-Ash Roofing, 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for everything you need for tailgates and patios. Grills and chairs, charcoal and coolers. Everything to make a great game or a great day. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It's East Memphis Ace Hardware. Locally owned and operated at Quince and White Station, East Memphis Ace Hardware is where you'll find Benjamin Moore paints, local plants from local growers, and Black & Decker tools. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their tailgates. Welcome to East Memphis Ace Hardware, the home convenience store.
It's the Make This the Summer event, and it's going strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat. And we're ready and waiting to put you in a new ride today. Can't find the vehicle you've been dreaming about? No worries, Gossett has the solution. Stop the searching. Get to Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat and we'll order your perfect vehicle just for you at no extra charge. Your color, your extras, your perfect vehicle. Gossett will and can order that vehicle just for you. Won't take long, won't break the bank, won't make you wait for hours. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, and you won't be paying for market adjustments or added costs you can't even figure out. You will not pay more than MSRP for your new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, or Fiat. So get to Gossett today and let us put you in the ride of your dreams. So drive past the rest and come to the best. Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat or shop online GossettMotorcars.net. All pricing includes all rebates and incentives, excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 8/1/2022. Dealer stock only.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan's with me. Thanks to T-Money. Thanks to Brasky. By the way, I never pegged T-Money and Brasky as conservatives. I pegged them as convicts. But hey, I guess you can't cast aspersions these days.
Right. You shouldn't assume, John.
Because assumptions make what? Asses out of all of us.
You and me.
You and me, okay, or all of us. Well, the people listening too.
No, but it has to be you and me because assume is ASSUME.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
I know.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, you did.
Thank you to Marcus Hunter. Make sure you watch him on WRG News Channel 3 from 6 a.m. to 9 tomorrow as he takes you through all your news. And my man Jay Ham. Scene, Sports, Culture, Entertainment Network on the YouTube. 94 Feet historian talking hoops. A lot of fun. It's been a very busy show, but I'm going to close it out today on a great topic. Something that it's the gift that just keeps on giving.
Christmas.
It's the Zach Wilson family. I am in love with this family. I told you I love their mother, right?
Well, you're definitely in love with his mother.
And by the way, who wouldn't be? She's a pretty good-looking lady. You know what I'm saying? And did you see how hot all her friends are?
Well,
She's been showing all these hot friends she has.
Not
and
her.
Saying,
Not her.
Not her. Not her. Because,
for those of you asking, no, it's not her.
And by the way, let me paint this picture. If somehow you've missed this story, and I don't know how you have, you'd have to be living under a rock. Zach Wilson had a beautiful, beautiful girlfriend. Like super fine girlfriend. And guess what? He cheats on her with his mom's best friend.
Allegedly, no, it's true.
It's true. It's true. It's happened. He slept with his mom's best friend. Then all of a sudden, they break up. Shocking. Now, do you know who Zach Wilson's best friend is?
Is one of his teammates from
Dax
college?
Milne. Dax, D-A-X, Dax Milne. He was a wide receiver for BYU. Him and Zach Wilson have been BFFs since they were little kids. You know what I'm saying?
Little girls.
I didn't mean to say girls. I meant to say little kids. But guess what happened? Guess who went Facebook official, Instagram official with his new girlfriend?
It's Dax Milne. Milner.
Who do you think Dax Milne's new girlfriend is?
His ex-girlfriend.
It's his ex-girlfriend. Zach Wilson, I don't think they're best buddies anymore. By the way, dude.
Maybe they still are, you know? Maybe it was like mutual, like, look, we need to work out a deal where we swap here. Like, you take her so I can
That's
go
called
be
a homie hopper. Dude, she's a homie hopper. Like, I hate to say this, but Zach Wilson, you're better off without her. Still be buddies with your buddy because she's a homie hopper.
But then he'll see her and they'll have to be buddies with her too.
Ooh, that's a good point.
You know?
You know what?
Maybe it's all good in the hood or in the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, the Church of Latter-day Saints. Oh, you know what it probably is? It is polygamy, right?
No,
oh, wait,
I
no,
don't
it works
think they
different.
do
How does
polygamy
polygamy
anymore.
work again?
They have to be married, and then it would be like sister wives or sister husbands.
You marry each one of them?
Yeah.
So you mean you have to have more than one wedding? Like you get married, and then you marry another woman a few years later, and then you marry another one?
I'm assuming I'm not allowed inside the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Why not?
Neither are you.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
We're heretics. That's not the right word.
I don't know.
We're not
I'm
part
a
of the church.
good-looking dude.
I know we're not part of the church. We can't be in. We're not invited in.
So
you can't get in.
So it's not like you just walk in any
It's very
Sunday.
exclusive.
Ah, interesting. So do they tell you the teachings?
No, they can't.
I think they teach homie hopping over there.
Do they? They do teach polygamy, so maybe this is the step behind.
Well, I will say one thing.
And the Mormon pool might be small, John. You know, there you go, casting dispersions again.
No. Oh, yeah. You know what? It could be.
It could be the Mormon pool is so small. She's like, this is the only other Mormon man I know.
I will say she is a 10 on looks. Like she's a beautiful woman. But you can't you can't be dating your best friend. I mean, your ex-boyfriend's best friend, can you? Because then you know what that makes me think? They've been hanging out a little bit too long, if you know what I'm saying.
Unless, okay, think about this. Maybe Zach Wilson and maybe they had a little falling out once they got to the NFL, and she needed, when this happened, a shoulder to cry on. That she went to him, and boom, bing, bang, boom.
Oh, that's taking advantage of a woman. And by the way, I will say this: I'm on their Instagram. I'm on Dax_Milne. M-I-L-N-E.
We still don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Neither do I, though.
Milne.
How about get another consonant at the end of your name, Milne?
Yeah, please, buddy, help me out. But did you see the pictures they posted to go like official? Like I feel like they were trolling Zach Wilson because
they're in like a canyon or something.
No, they're on the beach. This is the ones that they just posted. This is the ones from yesterday. But both of their backs are turned in both the pictures they posted. Like one of them, they're holding each other. And you see his back, but her face is buried into her, so you can't quite see her, but you see her legs. He would know her legs, right? I would know her legs, and her hair, and her arm is in there. But it's the next one, because they're both holding hands, and the sun sets in the background, and you see the beach and the ocean, and they got their feet in the sand with the water rolling over it.
He's just gone all Hollywood on him.
And neither one of them you can see their face. You can see her hair. You can see their hands. You can see her body. You can, like, if that was Zach Wilson, he's seen her. You know what I'm saying? He knows it's her.
He knows it's her.
He knows it's her.
Well, maybe I just said Zach Wilson's gone Hollywood, but more accurately, he's gone all Manhattan on him.
No. He's gone cougar, brother.
Oh, okay.
Dude, come on, man. When you're dating your mom's, come on. By the way, all those people out there who have businesses, I want to save you some money. Right now, life is difficult, but you need to stop paying credit card processing fees. And if you want to stop paying them, call Blake Jones, 662-408-9324, 662-408-9324. Call Blake Jones today. Start saving money tomorrow. How does he do it? He just goes in there and he eliminates all your credit card processing fees. That means you instantly save money. Do you have to pay for it as the business owner? Nope, it's absolutely free. It's absolutely free. Absolutely free. Give him a call. 662-408-9324. Call Blake Jones today. Start saving money tomorrow. Get out there, make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace.
Brian